why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hi my ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's Ogolo, I'm Nature aka Miss Fear Focal, praying back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love it. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at boldly Owamie. Now before we get into today's video, let's go ahead and check this shout out.
Ngithengihlalele nje ngibhorekile minding my own business. Qhamukiyani uswahla lensizwa. Tall, dark and handsome. Hayi avelani yaqonda ngqo kumina Nkosi yami yafike yathi sawubona ayikwathi angihlanyeke Jesu because I have a thing for amadoda amaZulu. Hayi it was love at the first sight. Few months down the line maseke uthando lwethu selishubile siyongintroduce ekhaya kubo. Jesu umuntu unabafazi ababili ungitshela ukuthi indoda yomZulu. Now ninjas, please do remember to make sure that you go and obviously subscribe and support a ninja. I will leave the link of the channel in the description box down below. Now let's go ahead and get into this shindig. Now today we're going to talk about Makamu, who I refuse to call the bishop. Okay, that is me and I refuse it. Now Makamu recently had sort of like a sit down or an interview, and he was actually addressing the things that were happening. He has been trending, you guys, and he was trending because there's an audio that came out of him basically asking something that, you know, we would consider to be inappropriate parts, you know, and you know, like, let me just go ahead and play it and then I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Hello, Daddy. Hey. Sister sapindile.
Hayi akusimona nathoke kajamo. Badaya kena una batleva bampona. We one more.
Yeah.
Okay. Utomfakela.
I can't.
Anya ngona kakho.
Yeah.
Mama ngithome. Utomfakela.
Nah.
Kakho phakela.
I did. Must never be like a Sunday.
Okay, shut up. Abora. Abora nganaka. No trouble happen. Perfect summer, very good lamra, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Owamie here, and I have some great news. If you have a YouTube channel or a business and you would like to get some affordable advertisement, I offer those services. Follow the instructions on your screen right now and say hello to some new traffic. Now let's get back to the video. Now I know some of you have heard it because I've played it before, but just in context so that if somebody didn't watch that video, they would get to understand the kinds of video we're talking about. Now obviously in the video, for some of you that cannot understand, he was basically asking, number one, he wanted some key points to say where the young lady was staying. You know, one, was she alone? You know, would anyone see him entering there? And he was basically asking to say, are you going to give me? Now, when he was saying, are you going to give me, he was very insinuative. Like, he was very insinuative in terms of, she's coming out and she's saying that, you know, he was asking for the inappropriate parts, that, you know, a man of God should never be asking to nobody except for his wife. And he basically came out, you guys, and he gave us the biggest shocker of our lives. He's saying that he was asking for keys. So I guess maybe it is like sort of like is it a lingo now, like where you can just go ahead and ask for keys like that? Number one, when they asked him like why he wanted to find out if people were going to see him and why if she was alone, he said that that was because he felt it was gonna be somehow if people saw him actually entering where this young lady was renting. And mind you guys, like the young lady in question here was only 17 years at that time. So she was a minor, underage. They did open a case. And so he's basically saying that he was asking for keys. Now he's saying that, if you listen to the conversation from the before or from the beginning, you could hear that they were basically talking about keys. Apparently he wanted to get some keys. I don't know which keys those are. I don't even know if it's like real keys or there's a certain way that now are both, I wouldn't say fake, but it's my belief. Like for me, I don't believe you can be a man of God and also do the crap that's happening right now. So we don't know if maybe it's like fake veil over there. I have got no clue. But then this guy thinks we're stupid. Where Makamu, are we all stupid? I don't know, guys. Why? It angers me, man. And then there's still idiots that will still continue to go to this guy's church. Hi. Let me tell you something. Today, let me just go ahead and vent. If you are still being child money by some man of God in 2021, you are just an ignorant person. I don't want to lie. You are just an ignorant human being and you deserve to be child. Remember, we were child throughout Mama 2017, 2018. At least we woke up before the pandemic. If you are still being child, look at me. I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to you. If your money is still being child by this fake man of God, okay? In 2021, you deserve to be child because you are a very ignorant person, especially if you have access to the internet. You can even watch people like me. You don't watch the internet or you just think that people are crazy. What do you think some of us got out? And so you mean to tell me that as much as we could all hear, I don't refute that maybe they were talking about the key at first. However, in that particular time, at that particular time, in that particular clip, this man should not think we're kids and tell us that he was basically asking for keys. Number one, he could have just gone and parked this car and he could have asked her to bring the keys. That's the first thing. And number two, can he please tell us why is his voice now going up and down? Like prompita. Why is your voice now starting to go up and then it goes down and then wabora wanaga, it comes in different, wabora wanaga. And then that's all for keys. Because she's not giving you the keys. Is this guy thinking we were stupid? And not to mention, did he not just publicly apologize to his wife? So you mean to tell me that men these days need to apologize for sinning against their wives because they had to go and fetch keys from their spiritual daughters? Where Makamu? And let me be honest with you guys, that's why I tell you, the law, in my opinion, is here to protect criminals. And most times, that's what it is. If this young girl cannot prove, maybe with another message where he basically said it outright to say he's asking for her, private parts, she's not going to win it. That's the unfortunate part, because in court, it's not even about the truth. In court, it's not even about what you know. In court, it's all about what can you prove it. It's all about what you can prove. And if he even gets the recording, and before they were talking about the keys, and then now the conversation changed, he's going to win it, no doubt. But even now, I see him actually winning this in court because he never said, I want that. And unfortunately, he's somebody that knows about it. If he's somebody that they're alleging that he wanted to bribe this girl's father, or this child's father, let me call her a child because she was a child at the time, with 1 million rands. Obviously, this is somebody that has access to funds, so they've got access to lawyers. And of course, I'm sure it's his lawyer that, in my opinion, I feel like it's this lawyer that basically told him, say you were asking for kids, or you could have said that you were asking for something. And whatever it is, it would have flown, because in that particular clip, he never said, utlo umfa. Okay, so it can be anything, and now it's gonna just have to be that young girl having to prove that it was actually her private parts he was asking for, which I do believe. And he obviously, because it's not the one that is laying the what they call this, like he's not the one that is laying the charges. Then he's basically just out here. They have to prove, like she has to prove. He doesn't have to prove that it was kiss. She has to prove that he wanted this, and that's how messed up the law is, unfortunately. Now, honestly, I don't even want to lie. I do feel like in South Africa, when it comes to religion, even the government is too relaxed. We have too many thieves. We have too many cons. Thank goodness some have run away, but we've got a lot of them, you guys, that actually come here and they do nonsense and they get away with it. The only one I would say that at this moment is still paying for his sins is Omotoso, and I do hope, in my opinion, because I absolutely do believe that he did the stuff that they were saying he did. In my opinion, I feel like, at least, he's paying for it. Others have ran, others are hiding, others just left and they never came back, and it's really honestly just so sad, because it is young women, young girls that are basically suffering because of this. And I think that it is about time the CRL, that useless organization, I need to do a video on the CRL, that useless organization. I think it's time that organization starts doing something of worth, something of value, something that is tangible, and they're not biased, and they're not taking any bribes if there's a matter of they take any, because we have had some rumors. The time that Lukau basically came out and faked the whole men rising and whatever from the dead, the CRL should have just shut his church down. But did they do that? Absolutely not. There's a lot of stuff. The time that people died in ECG, the CRL should have just shut that church down. Did they? No, they stood with him. And so it's that organization, in my opinion, is very useless for us South Africans. And I think that there should be a new organization that comes up that's going to actually do its job right. In situations like this, Makamu should never be standing in front of people and talking nonsense, okay? In my opinion, because if you claim to be a man of God, you do what you did, and then you come out, you apologize to your wife publicly, because I guess at that moment he didn't know or think that they were going to actually go ahead and open a case. Once they open a case, his song changes. Now all of a sudden, it's keys he was asking for. Like was some dumb idiots. You legit tried it, Makamu. Anyway, ninjas, as I'm saying, if you're still going to his church, or you're still going to these churches of Abo Papa, Abo Mama, Abo spiritual father, Abo spiritual what, and giving your money there, you deserve to be chowed. Okay? Let them chow you everything, because you are a very ignoramus. You're very ignorant. Yeah, whether there's a pandemic, help your baby sisters, help your baby brothers, even help your older siblings, help your mother, help your father, and stop giving money to these fake people. Okay? God did not send them, I'm telling you. They are not from God. He did not send them here. They are the fakers that even the Bible warned us about. Most of them. Anyway, ninjas, I love you so much. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share. Do you believe that Makamu was actually asking for kiss? Not kiss, K-I-S-S, but keys, like Dikia. Jeez. Anyway, ninjas, I love you guys so much. As I said, do comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas. Would you like to start a new YouTube channel, but you have no idea where to start? Or you already have one, but it's not going well, and you wish you could get someone give you some personal advice? Well, who better than someone with over 100 1,000 subscribers. I'm giving those services for a small fee, of course. The details will be on the screen somewhere here, so make sure that you follow them and say hello to a new successful YouTube channel. Now, let's go back to the video chat.